Hi, this is Billie Beene here with another segment of Truth by Billie Beene special report. Today's date, February 9, 2023. This is my second report. This is my third YouTube channel. I have a subscribe button in the lower right corner of my screen. Thanks for like, subscribe, and share on YouTube and Rumble. Episode 505, Turkey and New York. Earthquake update. What's going on? Some of my sources are God in the Bible, Patriot subscribers, Dutchsinse, Hal Turner, Daily Mail, Plus. So let's get started. I'll draw you first a map, and then I'll say that things are going on. So I have some Patriot subscribers also came out with this yesterday. Continue to pray for the many refugees in Turkey. They're in cold and shock. They are. And a great story from Hal Turner was that rescuers pulled rubble away from a building, and a young woman had passed away, but underneath her, still attached to her, was her living son, who was then rescued. So life goes on, and miracles do happen. Okay, another Patriot subscriber said the buildings fell straight down. It looks like demolition. So, yeah, we've seen that before, didn't we? At 9/11. Was that preset? All right, let's draw a map for Turkey and show some things going on. So we have Turkey. Down here we have Syria. We have the Mediterranean Sea. We've got the Black Sea. Okay. So now, we also have tectonic plates going on here. This is the African plate. Up here, we've got the Anatolian plate and the Eurasian plate. And about in this area, we've got the Arabian plate. Now, what we have going on, we had that 7.8, 7.5, a 6 point. Now, Earthmasters believes the 7.8, the 7.5, the 6 point. He believes these are not aftershocks, but separate earthquakes. But what we can say is they're occurring along the tectonic plate. Now in 2020, in the fall of 2020, God said to me, pay attention to the edges of the tectonic plates because the earth is heating up inside from a space pressure and something coming in from space impacting the earth, heating the earth up inside. The magma is going to rise along the edges of the tectonic plates. So we see that going on. Now we have new information today from Daily Mail that, according to the seismologists in Italy, these plates could have shifted as much as 10 feet, 5 to 6 meters. Now, this goes along with the prediction I gave yesterday that the death toll, I believe, will be about 40,000 because I said what I see happening is spreading. And this correlates what I said yesterday. Now, Hal Turner came out last night with a death toll of 11,700. And WHO is given a prediction for 20,000. But I believe we're going to see these plates shifting and moving more, and we're going to see more large earthquakes and more deaths. Now, Dutchsinse. So this is the Mediterranean Sea. came out with this, and I was watching it on Before It's News, and it's all disappeared. But this correlated with other sources I had that, and now Dutchsinse about a week or so ago had predicted a massive quake, but he predicted it in Argentina. And he said himself, this is 10,000 miles beyond the area that I predicted. So he was going to look at different things. Now, I happened to catch, and I give God the credit, this information being put out by Dutchsinse, and while he was putting it out, it disappeared off the screen. He tried to go back, gone. And now I went this morning to look for his video on Before It's News, gone. Okay, but I saw it, and the information he was demonstrating also correlates to New York. I'll get to that. Now, so this is what Dutch was seeing, and I believe it was a submarine. It was putting out like a microwave, a weather modification. We have weather modification HAARP. We've got all that in Alaska and other areas, big satellite-looking things, and they can shoot up beams to the satellites and back down to Earth. Also, submarines can project from the water microwaves that also shake the Earth. I believe that's also what's happening in New York. I'll get to that. So I was watching this last night, and see, Dutch is trying to figure out how did these major earthquakes happen here 10,000 miles away from where he predicted it, which would have been based on sound earthquake prediction models. Okay, so he did see it, and I saw it, and it was from here, and you could see it was putting out in like a pulse was going out. So Dutch believes this was factors into all this earthquake activity. Now, my other source besides Dutch said that, excuse me, the deep state knew about a natural prediction for earthquakes in this area and just juiced it up a little bit with this submarine and microwave pulsing. Now, I believe that this is going to wildly escalate beyond the deep state's deepest, darkest dreams. And I believe it's based on what God said about that magma rising. And then it's taking place along the edges of tectonic plates. So I stand by my predictions. So now we can have a better idea of what to pray for. Okay, now we have this. Let's get to New York. And I will link Dutchsinse's, I think he put that out also last night or maybe this morning. So we have Texas, we've got California, Florida, we have New York. Now, Mary Greeley reported on that 3.5 that was in Seneca, New York. And Dutch is demonstrating there's a pulsing coming out in this area to here. So I submit that's coming from a submarine, deep state submarine. So let's look at New York. What's happening there? Well, I recall Mike from around the world. He's regularly on Pastor Paul Begley's Thursday night program. We believe Mike works for the NSA. Said about maybe 4 or 5 months ago that things are happening seismically inside the U.S. and in New York we have new fault lines. So I submit the deep state knew about that, and is cranking this up, maybe juicing up a natural phenomena. And I gave my information about the New Madrid area, that, you know, if something happens there, it's really going to be catastrophic for the U.S. if it's as bad as the earthquakes in 1811, which were about a 9. Now we have this. We have the UN. You know, they're based in New York. But, oh, did you hear a few months ago that they are moving? And of all places, what I heard was Laos. Can that be? That's way on an Asian nation. So what does the UN know that we the people are not hearing? I wonder. So I submit this, and now we know what to pray for and against. So that's going on. And we do need to be in prayer for the people in Turkey and Syria. We have Turkey, Syria, Iraq, Iran, so all of, and Egypt on the other side, because I had a Patriot subscriber from South Africa say that this earthquake effect in Turkey also affected Egypt. Well, Egypt would have been in line with that African tectonic plate. So we see a whole large area of earth, and it's the people who are being affected. So I say we need to be in prayer for the people in this area. And so we say, may God bless America and all nations around the earth with peace and prosperity for 2023. It's good to remember God is in charge and He is on the move. I love you, and I'll see you soon.